Season 3, Episode 7. This is the video that people can go to on the Tales of Valhalla YouTube page. And all you have to do, basically, and here's the details of the comment, or the contest, is, let's see, here it goes. Episode 7, Season 3 contest prize drawing. 1, optional, follow us on Twitch, which some of you are. I got quite a bit of followers on Twitch just tonight, just for this song. And or subscribe to Tales of Valhalla YouTube, and go to Tales of Valhalla Episode 7, Season 3 video on YouTube, like, and then leave a comment about the episode. That's what a lot of people are doing. Doing so will enter your name in a prize drawing where if you are selected, you will win a complete, but it is used, but still very, very good condition, Storm of the Morrow Master Set. All Heroscape minis and trading items. Could have some use and wear, FYI, but they're all pretty good. It's all a pretty good set. And entries must have the United States address though. Just so you know, and you have until about like 9:30 p.m. Eastern on November 15th, 2022 to enter. Best of luck to you, because that's when we'll do the prize drawing giveaway. And so, like I said, just a lot of nice people commenting. So I'm going to, and sometimes they address something that I'd like to talk about. So here, let me go. So this is where we left off last time, Mr. Kevin. And this is the last comment that I talked about last week, but then just had more people commenting. And actually had someone, Dragon420, who was on the last Wednesday stream, followed me on Twitch and then went over to my YouTube channel, and I think is currently starting to go through all of the Tales of Valhalla like season episodes, which is kind of cool. So Dragon420 says, was very happy to come across this and see that lore of Scape is still being kept alive. You are doing a great job. I quite enjoyed the use of the elementals. Yes, and I wanted to like talk about this for a second too when it comes to the use of the elementals, because I know like I mix a lot of the D&D characters to the OG here. I mean, they are Heroscape characters still. They're still part of the Heroscape game, but I know that a lot of the elementals, the D&D stuff came, you know, later, just before the game discontinued back in 2010. But they have such interesting powers, and they really drive the narrative of the story along for what this seasonal story arc is going to end up becoming at the end of season 3. That, I mean, I just had to use them, and they're what I had available as well. So the Ellison says, I won a tournament with elementals. I always vouch for them. Yeah, well, yeah, those fire elementals. My goodness. And so yeah, it's you know, you got to learn to kind of write as creatively as possible and use, you know, these characters and their powers for as bad. I mean, you take some creative liberties, but you know, you drive the story along as much as possible, and you use the characters. You got to give them a reason to be there. Of course, some of the comedy within the show is you scratch your head as to some characters are, why are they actually there, you know? But most of the characters, you know, you got to give them a reason. Okay, Bovine Terror also says, I really love the creative. And anyway, thank you, Dragon, for commenting, and consider yourself entered into the contest drawing for sure. Okay, Bovine Terror. And Bovine Terror has commented before in the past. That's a name I recognize. This is someone who's been around for a while on the Tales of Valhalla YouTube page. I really love the creative stop motion techniques you use to get the totally non-opposable figurines in Heroscape to look good. This is such a cool series because of the amazing stop motion work, and I appreciate that, Bovine Terror. It's been several years worth of figuring out how to, you know, do the best that I can with, and really, I mean, it almost makes itself, because the terrain, if it wasn't for the terrain, it would probably be a lot more difficult to animate, because the terrain just pops out on the camera and gives so much more of a depth into the world of Valhalla, that really helps. But yeah, for me, it was a lot of researching other like stop motion, more so like Lego stop motion at the beginning, and then applying those techniques that stop motion Lego stop motion animators use too, because it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different of a technique when it comes to animating these inanimate miniatures. And so it was a learning curve, but eventually I got it, and I'm still learning. Absolutely. Okay, and so thank you, Bovine Terror. You can consider yourself entered into the contest. Bro Winston also says, "This is so cool. I really hope AOA funds, and you and me both. Hopefully I can win the prize and jump back in feet first." Well, consider yourself entered. And thank you for the comment. And again, a lot of people who commented have really just jumped in, saw this one episode, and like, this is really cool. I'm like, well, I mean, this is episode 7, season 3. We have season 1 and season 2, as well as the rest of like beginning of season 3 as well. And there's just there's so much, there's hours of content when it comes to the stop motion animation part and these characters and the storyline of this quest. So dive in. See here, Ted Shin. So thank you, Bro Winston. Ted Shin wrote, "Heroscape is my #1 game of all time. First time watching the channel. Great job." Again, first time watcher. Thank you so much, Ted, for coming on, and hope you enjoy the entire series. And then Adam M commented, "Honestly, this is a pretty good stop motion considering they are unmovable, unlike Legos and stuff." Exactly. And they are a lot more simpler to animate. I mean, it's still time consuming, tedious, but yeah, you're right. It's not as difficult as Lego stop motion Lego animation. Those guys are like real pros. It's just, oh my goodness, I don't have the time to do that. Here's Adam M also says, "I love Heroscape and stumbled upon your Storm of the Morrow contest. I have the original master set all these years, but would love to win the second one." And I really hope that, and I'm thinking it's going to happen. Whoever wins the Swarm of the Morrow master set will make good use of it. I'm pretty sure. So I'm hoping the one who really needs it is the one who's going to get it. So your Jomo65 says, "Really cool. Love the animations." Thank you, Jomo65. Let's see here. Bikari is awesome. Or Bakara? Bakara is awesome. Okay, I don't understand the Bakara. Or Bakara? Is Bakara a Mortal Kombat character? I don't know. Who's that character? I don't know. If someone watches this video in the future, because I'll post this on Tales of Valhalla YouTube page sometime. Tell me who that is. I don't know. But thank you, Bakara is awesome. Heroscape is severely underrated. Yes, it is. And so is Tales of Valhalla: The Aftermath Chronicles. I think I had someone else comment a while ago, this is someone was saying in a comment, "This is the most underrated show out of all of YouTube." And I'm like, well, I don't know about that, but it is, I would consider underrated, yes. The Average Joe. Hello, Average Joe. And saying, anyway, thank you, Bakara, for the comment. The Average Joe says, "This is a very creative idea. Love the stop motion and voice acting. Great job, man." Well, thank you so much, Average Joe. We do our best to please. Tim O'Brien says, "Let's get AOA funded. Thanks for creating more content for us. My kids and I enjoyed it." And that gets me right there. See, that was one of the main goals, or this is one of my goals for this past year, is to get dads or just families together watching the show, discovering Heroscape, and then getting Heroscape so they can like interact together as a family themselves. So anytime I see this just, I mean, goal met. And so thank you so much, Tim, and I hope that you're able to, because someone asked me a while ago if all the episodes of Tales of Valhalla, if they're kid friendly. And I said yes, they're for the whole family. One of my first goals was, because I'm kind of inspired from different shows like Red vs. Blue, a little bit of Robot Chicken, and others, but those are mainly geared towards adult. It is extreme language and adult here. I'm not saying it's not good, but it's for a different audience. And I wanted to make something that the whole family could enjoy, sit down together and enjoy it without worry too much. And so, I mean, and that's why it's as family friendly as it is. So I'm glad, Tim, that you and your kids enjoyed it. Hopefully you can go back, watch season 1, season 2, and enjoy that as well. Thank you so much. And good luck on the contest as well. Josh Stanley wrote, "Keep these up. Love it." Thank you. Nick Bergrade says, "Escape lore is pretty cool. I enjoy the series." Yes. I mean, and keeping up with this lore, again, this is a non-canon lore. But what was I going to say? But I do my best, and with the Elysium who's commenting on in the chat, Jeremy, who is the lore master, who's helped me with some of the story and the characters and some of the backstory. Sometimes I take creative liberties, but I try to be as close to the OG storyline as much as I possibly can. Respecting the source material as much as I possibly can with these characters. Okay, Austin Jensen says, "Great video, keep up the amazing story." Will do. Like I said, season 3 will end the story arc of what's been happening since season 1, and so there will be a lot of closes for this whole elemental quest story arc. But that doesn't mean that there won't be other plots that will be still left open for the future, because there will be. Because I would love to keep on continuing doing this series and move on to future seasons someday. Thomas Flinders says, "Love this. This is my first episode, but it's clear I'm going to need to go back and watch the other episodes." You're absolutely right, Thomas. Go back. I think your mind is going to be blown. I always recommend, even though season 1 is the first season, I always recommend to watch at least the beginning of season 2 first, because that introduction just in season 2 at the beginning gives you within like the first, I think it's like the first 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes of the episode, it gives you just a rough idea of what the universe is like and where all the characters are at within this series. But no, thank you, Thomas, and I hope you enjoy going through the series. Tabletop Enthusiast says, "Love this game so much, I always forget how much content they rolled out for the original sets. I will still occasionally see people selling figures I don't recognize or have forgotten about. Hope the new set funds and we can get to play some near Heroscape." Absolutely. "Are some of the figures in this video customs, or are they all from the original runs of..." Here, hold on a second. Okay, I can't see this whole comment, but I think it's original runs of OG Heroscape. All of the figures are OG Heroscape figures, and that's one thing. I mean, I only have started to get into C3V, as some of us know from last Sunday. I only started getting to C3V this past year, and so I do have a few characters, and 1 or 2 might end up showing up to future seasons. I'll have to see. But no, all OG Heroscape miniatures. I didn't want to dive into C3V because I knew there was a huge amount of figures, and they could get really lost in lore from those miniatures. I just wanted to go OG Heroscape with at least these first 3 seasons, just to keep things as simple as I possibly could. Thank you, Tabletop Enthusiast, so much. J says, "I love your guys' content. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much." And E Money NJ Sticks says, "Why am I always weak, right? LOL." Yeah, as people have been commenting on that line. I guess they kind of feel like it's a shot at the Airborne Elite a little bit. I mean, kind of a shot at Henderson too. I mean, it really is Henderson being frustrated about his situation, But anyway, thank you everybody for the comments, and I'll probably post what my responses are to these comments on YouTube. I'll probably cut out this section and post it sooner than you'll see this entire live stream in the future. And thank you again for people commenting. And if someone comments before and enters before the close of this coming Tuesday when we do the contest entry, and I missed your comment, I apologize, but that's all the comments I'm going to read now in the future. And again, but I thank everybody for comments, and I will respond like via text to probably some of you if possible, if you do end up commenting. But again, thank you all for the comments. Thank you for the entries. Good luck to everybody who is entered in the contest, and may the best scaper win the prize.